Today we're going to cut and assemble a cardboard wedge. This will be the armature for our cake slice. You get a template with one triangle, a large rectangle, and a small rectangle, and you're going to cut those white shapes out of the paper. Cut those white shapes as carefully as you can. Don't worry if it's not perfectly perfect, but just do your best. And place the scraps in your garbage box. So now you're going to trace those shapes onto your cardboard. You'll need one whole cardboard sheet and one half cardboard sheet. Arrange your shapes so that you can fit 3 shapes on the large cardboard and 1 shape on the small cardboard. Trace 2 triangles, 2 large rectangles, and 1 small rectangle. Check and make sure. Do you have 2 long rectangles, 1 short rectangle, and 2 triangle shapes? If so, you're ready to assemble. What the camera cut out is that I am ripping pieces of tape and taping them to the edge of my work table to get them ready for assembling. Line up a triangle with a long rectangle, and you want to make it so that their corners match up as best as you can. They don't have to be perfect, but you see you want the top corner of the triangle and the bottom corner of the triangle to line up with the rectangle. Take your tape and tape them together. Then do the same thing on the other side. Do know you smarty pants are already figuring this out. I like to take the short rectangle and attach it to the bottom of the triangle and then test out to see how all of the parts line up. I think I see a little inconsistency where the corners do not meet up, and I'm going to fix that. So these 2 corners match up perfectly, so that's pretty good. But the other 2 corners don't. So I'm taking my pencil and I'm going to make a mark where I have to adjust that one short rectangle so that it meets the side of the wedge. So I made a little pencil mark, and then I'm going to trace a line to the good corner and then cut that little slice. That ought to do it. Let's test. It matches up pretty well now. And now I can tape the corners that I do have together. Okay, so just use tape to attach your pieces. Make sure they line up as well as you can get them to. And now you're going to need some newspaper that we're going to crumple up and put inside the armature to strengthen it. Start out with half a sheet of newspaper, crumple it up, and place it into the armature. See, I'm ripping a large piece in half, crumpling it up, putting it inside, and then I'll take some more pieces to fill in the little holes. You haven't already, tape up the point of the wedge. That bugger is a little bit too big. I need to make it smaller. And when your wedge is properly stuffed with newspaper, put the top triangle on with some more tape. Make sure you put plenty of tape strips on the open edges to make sure it is sealed. And there you have it. Pop Artists, the armature for your cake slice. Write your name and class code on it, and you are done.